Hi everybody, welcome back to Love and Junk. I'm Laura.
And I'm John.
And today, this is our first, it depends on who you are, how you say it. Mukbang is, I believe, the correct term. Some people say mukbang.
We're banging today.
Yeah, for sure.
Mukbang.
And what we have is a feast from Famous Dave's.
Famous Dave's. Now, I am a bit of a barbecue snob because I love to barbecue myself. So I love that whole process of getting it ready and everything. But we're going to try Famous Dave's. I think it's been a long time since I have eaten there.
I have only been to Famous Dave's, I think, twice. And I can't remember what I had. So
right.
I'm interested to see what all we have here. And we ordered the All-American Barbecue Feast.
All-American Barbecue Feast.
So we're going to pop the lid and we're going to tell you what we have.
Yep. And let's see here. Pop the lid. Oh my goodness. Look at that. So we have St. Louis style barbecue spare ribs. We have the Famous Dave's smoked brisket. We've got some chicken here, some sweet corn, which we're from Iowa, so I'm sure it's not going to be up to par, but we're going to have some sweet corn. We've got the muffins, and we have some French fries over here. We'll get into the sides as well.
I'm going to take a picture. Okay.
Man, it looks good. It smells good.
What's your first impression?
I like that the ribs aren't overly sauced. The brisket looks juicy. It doesn't look all dried out at all. I think it looks good. I'm hungry.
Now you can see there, maybe you can't, but there are 4 cornbread muffins and 4 little mini corn on the cob. So I'm assuming this is intended to feed 4 or 2 very hungry people, or 2 people for mukbang and then several lunches afterwards.
And let's just say, I don't know, should I mention the calorie count on this?
No, you shouldn't.
All right.
But we're thinking that maybe if we talk a lot while we're eating, it'll burn off some calories.
We've been out today looking at houses and stuff, so
yeah.
You know, we've worked up an appetite here.
Yeah.
So
but
I'm ready
I wouldn't really call it exercise. Me too. Let's see what's in the sides, shall we?
See the sides. Here you go. That looks like some baked beans.
It is I don't know if I want to be the one to open this. Oh, yeah, okay. It's fine. Baked beans.
Baked beans, it looks good. We have some mac and cheese.
I'll just keep this right on my plate. That smells really good. Is there jalapenos in it?
It's jalapeno mac and cheese.
Yeah, you can smell it right when you open.
That's good.
It doesn't smell too hot, but you can tell there's a little kick to it. And what do we have in the front, Gabe?
Well, they'd asked us what kind of sauce, so we've got the Famous Dave's Devil's Spit barbecue sauce. That's for me because I like things a little bit hot. And then the second one, I got
it's
for
just
you.
regular.
Yep.
Oh, I know why you picked this for me.
Why? Because you're sassy?
Rich and sassy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the rich part, but sassy for sure.
No, we're working on it, right?
All right, that's right.
All right.
Speaking of that, feel free to subscribe and like our channel.
That's right. Yeah, give us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
So hopefully you like this. And this mukbang is mostly just for us to introduce ourselves. We had just started this YouTube channel. We've gotten a couple videos up so far, and we think it was about time to just kind of talk to you and let you know what we're all about.
Absolutely. So excuse us while we serve ourselves here, and then we'll chat some more. So I'm going right to sides.
I'm going into the rib.
Do you want me to serve you some of this mac
Oh
and
no,
cheese?
I'll just grab some when I'm ready. That's don't have to serve me. I'm starving. But this looks good. The rib looks like it is a good cut. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with barbecue or not. You can cook these ribs so that the meat is just falling off the bone and there is no like bite to it. I like it like that. I don't know. I just like ribs. I like it all. You know, I like it all. But yeah, this is gonna have a good bite to it. So.
Yeah, I don't like it too saucy either. This is about how I want it to be.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead, dig in. So I don't know that much about Famous Dave's, and I guess we could have done our research. I'm not sure if it's a regional restaurant or if they have it anywhere. If you know, leave us a comment.
Yeah, I know it's a chain, but...
Yeah, I know it's a chain, but I don't know. We're in the Quad Cities, and so located in Iowa, and we have one here, but I'm not sure if they have them. You know, I like Famous Dave's, but I wonder if they're down south where there's a lot of good barbecue going on, or you know what I mean? I wonder if they're everywhere. I'm just curious.
All right. We've got a couple different barbecue places here where we're at, and this was just the most convenient for us, but since we're out looking for our house and everything, plus they had the big feast, you just order it online. It was very easy to use, and we just went and drove around and looked at a couple of houses and then went and picked it up, and here we are.
What am I eating? Brisket?
Brisket.
So that's very good. I would say a couple differences between the two of us. I like barbecue. I think you like it more than I do. I'm really a fan of meat that is grilled or smoked and gets the char on it. I'm a fan of that. I'm just not a huge fan of super spicy. And so sometimes when you get barbecue, it's kind of blow your head off hot. I don't like that. This has a kick to it. The brisket does. I don't know if the ribs do, but the brisket does for sure. But it's not too hot for me.
The sauce has got a little kick to it, but man, that's good. And I'm starving, so.
You want a garbage plate?
Sure.
So, if you're new to our channel, we're new to our channel too. So welcome. And we, I guess, wanted to take this opportunity to talk to you about what kind of things we intend to put on, and certainly love to hear in the comments from you what kind of things you would suggest we do. It's going to be a lot of food, so we intend to try new products and taste things for you, let you know what we think of them.
Right.
Try different restaurants. Certainly we'll do more of these in the future.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, we are resellers as well, so some of our channel is going to be devoted to showing some haul videos. We might do some listings, and then certainly we're going to show you guys what we sold.
Yeah, so reselling is a part of our life, but we don't want it to be a reselling channel. We're going to feature it some, but it's more going to be, you know, the name of our channel is Love and Junk. So there's always love there in whatever we do, and we're going to show the things that we love to do. And the junk part is kind of a side thing. It's all the other junk that's in our lives. So
yeah. We eat junk food. We go, you know, and go to thrift stores. We go to garage sales. So we pick up some junk and then we resell it. So you know, it's all the extra stuff that we have. So
right. Yep, definitely. So the kind of things that we like to do, we talked about the food. We do like to travel when we're able to, and definitely we will take you on those journeys with us. We just got back from the Bahamas. And we didn't film there. We hadn't started our YouTube channel yet, but we have a couple of trips planned, I think, later this year. We like to go to concerts, so that's another thing. We'll probably bring you along with us. Some that we saw last year, we went to Fleetwood Mac.
And that was so good.
Probably the best concert I've ever been to. And I've been to a lot. Concerts are one of my favorite things. I've been to a lot. That was probably my favorite concert I've ever been to.
They were amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was surprised. I really didn't expect it. You know, I mean, they're a great band, but they rocked it. They put out this show that was just simply amazing.
It was also emotional.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of feels. I don't know how old any of you are. We're in our 40s. So Fleetwood Mac obviously goes back to our childhood and before, but there was a lot of emotion. You know, we started thinking about all of the artists that have passed away too soon, and so we definitely knew we wanted to see Fleetwood Mac before we couldn't see them with all those members again, and we did see them after Lindsay was out of the band again. But it was amazing to see Stevie walk out and her little tambourine going, and we were so close. We were, what, seventh?
Seventh row.
Seventh row.
It was like they were in our living room.
Right.
It was great.
Nick Fleetwood was amazing. Like, amazing. If you have a chance to go see them, they have great energy, stage presence. They're very interactive with the audience.
I'm not really one for drum solos, but Mick Fleetwood, that drum solo was
Did I say
amazing.
Nick?
I don't know how you said. I think you said Mick.
Oh, okay. Anyway. It was amazing, sorry.
It was great.
We also saw Maroon 5.
Yeah.
Also very much like them. That was a good concert. I always think, though, it was an outside concert, so whenever you see somebody at a fair or a festival that's outdoors, I feel like the sound, you give some away to the quality.
Right.
But the atmosphere was nice, being outside.
Yeah.
It was a good show. It was a good show.
The brisket is delicious. I tried it with some of the Devil's Spit barbecue sauce, and that's really good. It's not too spicy, it's just got a little kick to it. But then I thought I'd try some of this chicken. I didn't know we got chicken wings. Look at this thing. This leg is tiny.
It's a teeny tiny little leg.
It's like a little snake.
Poor little baby. That looks like a, what do they call it? Squab.
Yeah, squab.
So speaking of that, what are the other kind of things that we're into? We love cooking shows. And we both love to cook too. So you'll see some cooking challenges, some recipes. Just
cooking challenges, recipes. I mean, we love to eat too. So, like you said, you know, we're gonna go to take you along with some restaurants and everything. Mm-hmm. And we'd like to try new things. So it's always fun to do that.
Yeah, for sure. You haven't tried the mac and cheese yet. That's got a kick. It's good.
No.
But it's got a kick.
I'm gonna try this chicken right here. This little teeny tiny little chicken. It was just a little baby. Oops. That's good though. That's good. It's you can tell it's roasted really good. It's juicy. It's very flavorful. I don't know. Maybe the ribs and the brisket kind of killed it for me, but I don't taste any smoke on it, so it's just a good roasted chicken.
Yeah.
Mm.
So some other videos that we intend to do are, of course, we talked about trying new products, and we talked about trying new foods that we've never tried before. I hadn't had a Big Mac until not long ago, and so it's things like that everybody else has tried that we haven't, maybe, that we're gonna do. And also we like to play board games a lot. That's something that we like to do together. So we'll probably do some tutorials on some different games, and maybe just play along. Like, we'll just chit chat and, you know, show me beating John at whatever game we pick, because that's pretty much usually what happens. We keep track. We have a running tally that we keep track in our board games.
And she is ahead by quite a bit, I think.
I think it depends on the game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Overall, you're ahead. So
I think so too. We do like to do that. We play video games. We have a big screen, and so playing Mario Kart and
right.
little like Nintendo type video games we like to do for fun.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think that's pretty much.
I mean, there's a lot that we do, and we're going to try to incorporate YouTube and do videos and, whatever we can, whatever we think that might be interesting for you. So hopefully this is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man, oh man. Muffin.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a corn muffin. Sure enough. It's already kind of crumbly. Man, that looks good.
We both love art, and not like Rembrandt type art. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, but I mean, we're not art collectors. We like to create art,
Right.
or what we like to call art.
It's
So,
good for us, right?
right. So we might show some of our artwork. We might do some videos about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a way to relax and just be creative and.
Yeah. So we first started getting into like redoing furniture. And so we would go and either get stuff that's really cheap
Or free.
or free.
Mhm.
And, we'd look on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, all kinds of stuff for like free stuff. We'd go pick it up and then we'd redo it and sell it. Or we'd keep some pieces. So it's kind of
We'll have to show them some of the stuff that we've done.
Yeah, and it started with that, and then we started getting into like doing our own art, and we started to do reselling. And so, right now we're just in a temporary rental. We've got a couple more months here, and we're looking for a house. And so we're looking for a place that we can incorporate all these things and have enough room, have enough space for it. And we're really excited about that.
Ideally, we'd like a place to have, all your normal stuff, but we do both really like to be outside. We like to garden, and last year was kind of the first year we had raised beds, which really helped, and pots, and we grew some herbs and tomatoes and beans,
tomatoes, beans,
zucchini, cucumbers, what vegetables are. We did all that last year, and we really enjoyed it. So on our list is a place to have a vegetable garden, and we don't have a dog right now. We would like to get a dog. We've both lost a dog within the last each lost a dog within the past few years.
Yeah.
And so that is something that we are ready for. So we want space for a dog. But ideally, we would like a place to have for an office and for taking pictures for our online businesses, and also a place where we can create art as well. And we game enough that we really would like to have a place where we can keep a game table up. So if we don't finish a game, we can come back to it, or at least have a place to keep all of those games, because that's been something that's always been important to me. I have a lot of games. I used to play with my grandpa, and I used to play with my parents, and I think I've brought that into, our relationship, something that maybe John didn't do a whole lot before. And now we like to do it a lot. So we'd like a place for that, right?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it. We like to cook, so the kitchen needs to be, it doesn't have to be anything special, but I don't want to have to move in and renovate a kitchen. Unless it's a really good deal. But you guys know what it's like to be to be looking for a house. I was a realtor for 12 years, so I have that background. I just gave up my license a year ago. So, and I was a realtor here in this area. So I know the market, I know the neighborhoods and all of that. That helps us.
Right.
We just are having trouble finding exactly what we want. And part of our problem is the last move we're coming off of.
Yeah, so we just moved.
It's
a couple months now.
It's now the first week in April.
Right.
And we moved at the beginning of the year, let's say.
Yeah, we moved it, sort of. We moved at the beginning of the year, but we had, from about 2 hours away, and we live in Iowa, so the winter was absolutely horrendous. So we had stuff in 2 different houses, we were paying rent in 2 different places, and we were trying to get all that stuff out. And every time that we would try to move something, it would snow, it would blizzard, or it would be fine here where we're at now, and we would leave here and start driving, and we would get about halfway, and it was
and not just fun. Like regular snow, right? It was whiteout conditions. It was ice. They
closed the interstate down one time
while we were on it. That was terrifying. Mm-hmm. And of course, so you're going a couple of hours moving all this stuff, having to find time, 2 hours there, 2 hours back, plus the move, then bad weather on top of it, and then you're exhausted, and then you still have to find a place to put all of that stuff. And so it's been very trying. So on one hand, we're very excited to move and get into something bigger and something that's ours and all of that. And on the other hand, the idea of moving is...
yeah, it's not good, but at least we're local. So it's not driving 2 hours each way. And it should be a lot easier. We got rid of a bunch of stuff.
We're going to get rid of a bunch more.
We're going to get rid of a bunch more. Mm-hmm. Hopefully we'll sell it and make some money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So, I work outside of the house, so I work a regular full-time job, and
8 to 5 kind of thing.
Yeah. You can come home and we try to list things for resale when we get home, or we'll try to shoot a video.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really hopeful that this new house that we're gonna get moved in, we're gonna get settled there, and just have everything out so we can crank out some videos, we can crank out our listings, and just have fun.
Yeah, that would be nice. Because all we've done since we moved here is we literally had to move in, throw stuff anywhere, just knowing we would figure it out later.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're halfway through our 6-month lease, and so we're not really settled here. We purposely haven't completely unpacked because we know we're going to be moving again. So I feel like we're in limbo. I think you feel like that too.
Yep, for sure.
We haven't had great luck. We talked about us going to Bahamas. What we didn't talk about is, on top of this horrible move with the weather and all of that stuff, we also went from a big 2-story house into a teeny tiny house. So storage has been an issue. But also we went to the Bahamas in the middle of it. It was one of those things that it was paid for already way before we knew that we were going to be moving. And, John's dad is here. My kids are here. We just wanted to come back. We knew we wanted to come back. So we kind of had our feelers out. And it just so happened that John needed to be here right before we went to the Bahamas. And it was during the polar vortex, if you remember that whole nightmare, where it was like 40 something below zero for several days in a row. And we went to the Bahamas, and we came back, and one of our windows had fallen in this rental house, and it was freezing cold. So the heat just ran constantly.
Luckily the cats didn't leave.
Right. Yeah. Or luckily nobody got in, even bigger problem.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, I never thought, I don't think you did either, we had pallets here, just in case we needed them in the basement, but we were in such a hurry to get in, and we thought it was winter. We didn't even think about the water situation.
Everything was frozen.
Right. So we didn't think that we had to worry about putting pallets down in the basement. before we loaded it full of stuff. And then we came back from the Bahamas, our window is open, and John goes to the basement, and it had seeped everywhere. So all of our belongings that we put down there that were in cardboard boxes were wet, and we had stacked them. So now the weight of these two are collapsing the bottom. Things are broken. Things are wet. It was a nightmare. And on top of that, the rental company told us to pile everything into our garage, and they were going to be replacing the garage door, but go ahead and you know the garage door doesn't work, which was a pain trying to get furniture and stuff in through the garage, but go ahead and use the man door. And then as soon as we got the garage completely full front to back, they say, we need 10 feet your garage doors in, which at this time the snow is up to our waist. It's freezing cold outside. Where are we going to put all that stuff? The house has water in the basement. It just, yeah. So enough about that. But that's why, you know, we're anxious to move and get out of here, but not anxious to do the movie.
Right. Although I do think it's going to be a lot easier and things are going to go a lot better now.
I think so too. Yeah, especially with it not being winter.
Right. But very thankful for your kids. They helped a lot for the unloading and, you know, late night moving and stuff.
Yeah, there were times that we were getting back at 10 o'clock at night and then had to unload a U-Haul full.
Well, so what do you think of the Famous Dave's?
Whoop. You see that? The ribs are awesome. Those are my favorite. I haven't tried the chicken yet.
Ribs are delicious. The chicken is delicious. It's very tender. You should try that.
I will. What the heck is happening?
I see we're both like avoiding the corn.
I'm not avoiding the corn. I'm just talking a lot. But
you should try those beans. They're good.
Maybe. I mean, I'll try them, but I'd much rather. I can tell you, like, the French fries are okay, but I don't want to use belly room on fries over ribs and chicken and stuff. Do you?
No, you know, they're okay, but they've cooled down now.
Yeah.
You know, so they're not the best. And there's a lot of them. They take up this whole area over here.
What's your favorite?
Oh, the ribs, for sure. I love ribs, and these are good.
They had a lot of choices for ribs, didn't they? Or, not just ribs, but they had a lot of choices for meat. It wasn't, like, I've been to some barbecue places before where it's, do you want ribs or do you want chicken? I feel like there was a lot.
Yeah.
Sandwiches and a lot of different kinds of meat. Did they have burnt ends? They did.
They had burnt ends as an appetizer. They had the chicken, ribs. The ribs, they have the St. Louis spare ribs, which is what we have here. They've got the baby back ribs. They've also have beef ribs, beef back ribs. I would love to try that. One of the things that we love to cook, like one of our signature dishes, is beef short ribs, and we braise them, and mushroom risotto. That's delicious.
We'll have to make that for you guys.
Absolutely.
What is this? Oh, just bread?
Probably just a soak up whatever from the brisket.
I'm turning this. Wait.
Go for it.
I really want to try the chicken. This looks like an actual.
That's the breast.
I don't want that.
Here's the thigh.
That's what I want.
And there's another leg right there.
I'm a dark meat kind of. I don't know. I kind of like it all. So interesting choice for to be eating on camera, and then trust me, I'm not going to try to do this like any sort of polite kind of way. We're eating with our hands and getting messy and talking, and that's also who we are too, I would say.
Messy.
One of us is for sure.
delicious.
I haven't tried the sauce yet.
Mm.
Did you said you did, right?
Mm-hmm.
The chicken is good.
Yeah, I got the spicy devil spit.
Double.
Yeah, chicken is good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So, you should check out our other videos. What have we done so far? So we just started a week ago, a couple weeks ago, and so far it's been we have a trying
M&M's.
Yeah, have you tried the new M&M flavors?
Yeah.
Those are what would you say, surprising?
The heat in the jalapeno ones was surprising.
Yeah. So if you haven't tried the new M&Ms and you want to know what we thought, and you
Check
have
it
that,
out.
We have that video. What's the other one?
The other one we have, I think it's trying the Russell Stover.
Mm-hmm.
So Easter's coming up, and we grabbed some Russell Stover candy, the chocolate eggs, because it comes in so many different varieties and flavors. So we grabbed, I think there were 9 of those.
That sounds right.
Yeah, and 2 of them were brand new this year. And
Yeah, so if you don't know what those flavors are, check out the video, the new flavors for 2019. Huh.
Yeah, absolutely.
What else about that video? There was some good and not so good in that video. Coming up, we have some Chex Mix and corn nuts, and we have some more Easter stuff coming out. We have video. I mean, we probably have the stuff to film several videos. Plus, of course, we're doing vlog style house hunting videos and
so I hope you guys enjoy the videos because there's more coming for sure. One of the things that we want to do is some of the cooking challenges. We love the show Chopped, and we can challenge each other to create certain dishes and certain meals, and we're going to have that so you guys can see it, and maybe we'll have some guinea pigs to try some of that stuff too.
You mean people or guinea pigs?
No. People.
Speaking of guinea pigs, we have 2 cats.
We have 2 cats. One of which is driving us absolutely crazy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She knows it's nice outside.
Yeah. Last weekend we had some pretty good weather out, but not like today. Today was really nice out. It was probably the first really nice day that we've had this spring so far.
Yeah.
And our cat, her name is Kitty. I know, it's real embedded, right? And she is an indoor-outdoor cat, and she knows it's nice out now. So she is like bugging the crap out of us to go outside. And this cat, though, she is relentless. She will just sit there and meow and meow and meow. And I wouldn't be surprised if you guys hear some of that while we're filming.
You just Beetlejuice that. Does that happen?
Yeah, I can see her over there just rolling around on the floor. But then we've got Rookie, and he is the sweetest little cat I think anybody's ever met.
Mm-hmm.
But,
loves John. Can't wait for John to get home. Just sits and watches him do everything. Wants to be wherever he is.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, he's a good cat.
Yeah, he's sweet. Yeah, he's sweet. But he's a fraidy cat, like an actual fraidy cat. Hears a noise and is terrified. So the cats are kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum, I would say, from one another. They get along okay, but I don't think they pay much attention to each other.
Not too much. What are you staring at there, kitty? Knock it off.
So
Don't get down on him. What's he doing, Leslie?
But we don't want to let Kitty out at this house.
Right. Yeah, we just have the rental here. We are on a very busy road. So we don't want to let her out. We don't want to, I think she'd be dangerous for her.
Yeah. And the old house, we had a big yard and lots of room for her. We have a very small yard here. And I think she would also be a nuisance to neighbors going in their yards and stuff. And I'm not a fan of that.
Right.
How are you feeling?
I don't think we're going to get it very close to crushing this at all. I'm starting to feel full already, but I have to get more ribs. I mean, why am I filling my belly on this other stuff?
I have no idea.
Ribs is where it's at.
Did you like the mac and cheese? Did you say anything about that?
Yeah, the mac and cheese is good. It has a nice jalapeno flavor to it. I don't think it's spicy at all. I think those jalapeno M&Ms had more spice to it than that, but which is fine because a jalapeno flavor is really good.
Not in an M&M though.
Not in the M&M. You didn't like it, did you?
Oh.
Another thing, since I think I mentioned I am a barbecue snob, I am going to do some videos for you guys, some tutorials. So we might do some cooking videos with smoking. We'll smoke some ribs, we'll smoke some chicken, and then we'll probably do a mukbang on it using our own barbecue.
Sure.
What do you think?
I think that'd be good. I think that's totally your territory, and I can be working on sides.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So we'll do the tutorials on how to barbecue, the preparation that goes into it, the type of woods, how long things are going to take. And then I also make my own barbecue sauces, and so we'll go over that. We'll share some of that and give some of that experience to you.
My specialty, I think, well, let's see. What do you think my specialty is?
Everything. You're good at everything. You're good at what I really love, because we both love cooking individually, and then we love cooking together. And one of the things that is her real strong point in cooking is making sure that the spices are on point, that all the seasonings are there. So she can cook a mean pot of soup.
That's what I thought you were going to say. That's what I would say my specialty is.
Well, I got there, and eventually I got there, but it made me think about what initially is how you have spaghetti sauce. I'm going to say, all right, I'll take it so far, and then I pass the reins on over to Laura because I know that is her strong point. But that's the same thing with soup. When she's cooking the soup for hours, she'll season it a little bit and then let it cook.
I also cook down bones and make my own broth, and so I've kind of taught you that process. And
my favorite soup is the after Thanksgiving turkey soup. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. You do a wonderful job with that.
Thanks, babe.
I look forward to it every year. Makes me want to have turkey other times a year. So
yeah, why don't people do that? I think some people do that. We don't do that. I don't know why. We like turkey and we like turkey soup.
Yeah, being here in Iowa, if you have smoker, it's an outdoor smoker. It's no good to smoke a turkey in the wintertime in Iowa. I mean, some Thanksgivings are warm enough that we could do something like that, but yeah, turkey during the year, we should fire that up. Maybe,
but I'm sure that I'm gonna, I'm sure not everybody's in agreement with me, but turkey's not my favorite part by any stretch of the Thanksgiving meal. If I'm gonna pick a protein, it's not turkey. But I like the Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, what would it be then?
Well, I'm saying, you say, and I just said, why don't people eat turkey other times of the year? For one, most of them are too big, unless you're having a big group of people, or you intend to use it for several meals.
Make soup out of it.
Right, make soup out of it. But also just the flavor of it. Like, I feel like we tend to go more for chicken than turkey. But I can make the same soup with turkey. I mean, chicken, and I don't.
Yeah.
I never think of it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times when we're cooking together, we have very specific, and we kind of know. My hands are really bad. I have carpal tunnel in both hands. Had surgery unsuccessfully. And so it's hard for me holding a knife, chopping, peeling. It's kind of difficult for me. So a lot of times John we'll talk about the order of things, and John will get going on the chopping and prep stuff, and I'll start cooking like the meat or cooking on the vegetables, or start building, or I'm getting out the ingredients, and we just kind of go from there.
We work good together.
Yeah. I think I'm full.
Already?
I would say this. I'm not full because I think I ate 2 ribs and a piece of chicken and whatever. But I don't want to be uncomfortable.
Oh,
I might have to, well, you keep going. I think I'm going to have to eat a cornbread muffin. Was there corn in it?
I can't remember.
Is there jalapenos in it?
No.
Okay.
Nope, it's just a regular cornbread muffin. Moist.
No, we don't say that. I am a sucker for cornbread type stuff. Corn dogs. We made homemade corn dogs before. Remember that?
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, we should do that again.
Yeah, we should.
That was really good.
Yeah, the homemade corn dogs were good. We made our tamales.
Yeah.
Our own tamales.
I was a big fan of that.
Yeah, that was good.
We've made empanadas before.
Yep.
That was good. But what I was going to say about the cornbread, I kind of like things in, what do they call it? Is it spoon bread, where it's a little kind of wet still, and there's corn and cornbread. Anyway. But corn dogs are one of my favorite foods. And hush puppies and anything with that kind of, I'm talking myself into it right now.
Yeah, you better have one of those.
Cornbread stuffing, which, going back to the Thanksgiving thing, you can keep the turkey, just give me the stuffing. That's my favorite part. Tell us in the comments, what's your favorite part of Thanksgiving meal?
Or,
what's yours?
For that fact, or whatever, we're coming up on Easter, so tell us what your Easter traditions are, or what you would have for your Easter meal.
Speaking of that, maybe you can help us out, and maybe one of the kids are watching right now. We don't know what we're having for Easter dinner. Nobody cares.
Don't tell them.
Nobody cares what we have for Easter dinner. And so maybe it's just me, but I feel like Thanksgiving dinner, you kind of know what you're having, right? As a rule. I think a lot of people, 75%, let's say, is my guess, of people that have cranberry, stuffing, mashed potatoes, pumpkin pie, blah, blah, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Easter and some of the other meals are a little bit more... Can I have some more, please?
Here you go.
Thank you. I think
You're welcome.
that people don't tend to have exactly the same thing every year. I know ham is traditional, and for other people, there they went. Ham is traditional, but also a lot of people do brunch, and so ham may be part of the brunch, or it could just be brunch. But I feel like those are the two things that come to mind for Easter for me.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't know. I remember there was one year where it was nice outside, and I don't remember what we had, if anything, for dinner, but we had a nice brunch where we had a whole spread. We were able to sit outside and eat outside, and we had quiche, and that was delicious.
That was delicious.
I think we made like 2 or 3 different kinds.
We're at that phase of life where we're empty nesters. And so some holidays, especially when we were a couple hours away, some holidays we had people, and some holidays it was just us. Or on the holiday it's just us, and then kids come on a later date or whatever.
Right.
So those years have been kind of fun too, because then we do whatever's traditional when the kids are around, and then we're able to kind of do a twist that maybe the kids wouldn't like, let's say. You know, a lot of kids don't like mushrooms or whatever it is. So we could make whatever we wanted.
Right.
And that was fun too. But Easter's a week away and we don't know what we're having yet.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, tell us what we should have. I don't know. We talked about doing appetizers.
Right.
And doing all, you know, little bites and having several different things. We talked about doing a brunch.
Yeah, brunch would be good. I'm not a huge ham fan. Like sometimes you can get a spiral cut or whatever ham, and it's just absolutely delicious. But it is rare for me to say
dry.
that. Yeah,
it can be dry.
Yeah, rare for me to say that a ham is completely delicious, and that's what I'm gonna just nosh down. But
my thing with ham is I like it in things.
Yeah.
But not by itself. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like it by itself, that I wouldn't eat it, but I'm more of a ham as part of, you know, like the cheesy hash brown casserole with ham in it, or a quiche with ham in it, or ham on a pizza, or
right.
But ham by itself is probably not my favorite thing. Might be a texture thing.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know. I love bacon and other pork.
Excuse me a minute.
Is it still going?
Yeah, just wanted to make sure that the camera was working fine. Make sure there weren't any other issues or anything, but I am getting full. I'm not sure I can finish this chicken.
I'm not sure I
Very
can
much.
finish this cornbread. It's good. It's
Yeah.
kind of crumbly.
Yeah.
But it's alright.
Well, that's cornbread's crumbly, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love, you get that cornbread, and they used to give you those little pats of butter, and that was never enough. You need like 15 of them, just that, cover it in butter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so artery clogging.
One of my
delicious.
My dad's favorite meals used to be, did you ever have, where you take cornbread and you cut it open and then you put like the bean soup over the top? I know we had it, but did your mom make it too, or was that something you had as a child?
No, I mean, she'd make cornbread and stuff, but we never really had it like that. But as an adult, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Bean
that's
soup.
good.
With a ham bone and
Yeah. Delicious. Yeah, I can't believe we're still talking about food. I mean, we didn't even make a dent in this thing. But, the good thing is I got ribs for lunch.
Right. And fries and whatever
Ribs,
else.
yeah. So we're going to have several meals off this. It's not going to waste, that's for sure.
Right.
But, yeah, didn't even get close.
Mm-mm. So I guess we can start to wrap it up here, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're gonna link all of our stores if you're interested. Right now, because of the move, we haven't been into full tilt with our businesses. We kind of took a little, not a break. We didn't close our stores, but we haven't been adding as many new listings as maybe we had been.
Yeah, and it's hard when your inventory is in one spot and you're in another spot and moving. And,
right.
But we're about to knock some stuff out here, get some listings done tonight.
Right. And there's plenty on there now. So we sell on eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark.
Yep.
Are the 3 platforms. We have a t-shirt shop on Etsy.
Yep.
We haven't done a lot with that, but I think we'll do some more. Don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, a lot of this got away from us because of the move. It's so difficult to keep things going when you're not even settled yourself.
Right. We do a lot on Instagram, so follow us over there.
Follow us on Instagram.
We're going to put our links in the description for that. And again, leave in the comments if there's any sort of challenge or video you would like to see us do or product you'd like to see us try.
Yep. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up on this video. And please subscribe to us. Follow us on Instagram, as we mentioned.
Yep, absolutely.
And thanks for being here. Thanks for watching us eat.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish I could eat more.
Me too. It's one of the, I always like to say, I wish I had two stomachs. It's one of those kind of meals.
I'm like a grazer. I really can't eat a whole lot in one sitting, but man, you know, if you guys were still, or if we were still recording in like a half an hour, I'd probably come back and eat some more. But,
right.
You know, I just kind of graze around.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to end it there, I think. And so check back later, see what new videos we have for you, and we'll let you know how the house hunting goes.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody.
Absolutely. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.